Hi everyone. Sorry I've not been around for a while, but not been myself, so I've had a bit of a break from it. But I still didn't get round to doing my video for my box sets, even though I had them come quite a while ago. So I did get both the box sets. I had the Blu-ray one, the Bruce Lee at Golden Harvest. So I got the red one, just the Blu-ray one. So I left this one still sealed. Now this one has different artwork on the box, and each film is different artwork, but everything else is the same inside, with your book, posters, your little cards, and some photos, black and white photographs. So this is the at Golden Harvest Blu-ray. Bit of a glare on there at the moment. You can see that then from up close. I presume most of you got this box set, so and that seems to be practically the only one that's available left now, as this particular one, the Ultra HD one, is sold out now. Sold out a while back, and of course all the idiots are on eBay trying to flog them for £400, and I guess there's some mugs out there which are going to pay it. I sure as hell wouldn't. They can stick it. There's no way I'd be paying some of the prices on eBay what all the idiots sell the Bruce Lee stuff for. Get sick and tired of even looking at it. So I got the Ultra HD box, and this is the one that's open. So I can just have a little quick flip. Christ, struggling to get the lid off there. So I got the lid off. As I said, inside, just get some of this out in a minute and have a quick show you some of the stuff. First of all, you've got a little replica poster, which is you've got Way of the Dragon on one side and a Big Boss one on the other. So that's just one little replica with two on. It's a shame they didn't have another one with the other couple of films on, but for some unknown reason that's how they did it. So no fault of arrows. You get a little mine's still sealed, a little pack of Bruce Lee photographs. I'm not quite sure what other ones are in there. I've not opened them. I probably won't. The amount of little photographs I've got like this everywhere, there ain't much point in me getting them out because I've got nowhere to put them. So you've got your little set of black and white photographs. You've got this really nice book, Bruce on the front, look, Game of Death colours, look, yellow and black. It's a nice little glossy book from what Arrow did. Can't fault them on what they've done. Nice glossy pages. Lots of information in there to do with all of his movies and stuff. Nice little centre ones, look. Nice glossy paper. It tells you a bit about cuts and stuff and when they were first released. Talks about the Big Boss, the various prints in that, and the UK dub and stuff, and some of the deleted scenes and like bits and pieces from the movie. So nice little book, that one. Nice tiny book which fits in the thing perfect. And you got some like replica lobby cards in there. So Bruce's Dynamite, obviously that's Fist of Fury. That there's the jump on the back. So it's basically lobby cards, but like a smaller version of the lobby card. So I'll just get you one out and show you that. So it has the movie on the back. That way, you turn it round, and there's the picture on the other side. Look. So it's got all those in there to do with each movie. As you can see, there's quite a few in there. So not just the one I showed you, but all of them. Not Enter the Dragon now. Obviously, Enter the Dragon was not really anything to do with this box set, as it's not Golden Harvest, even though they did put Enter the Dragon in there. So that's your cards. Bruce's Dynamite. So we move on to the actual films. Now, this is really weird because I don't know if anybody else noticed this. Anyway, got your Big Boss Mandarin cut obviously this is the first one I watched. As soon as I got it, on that night, he was on. You had that one and the normal Big Boss. So when you open them up, you've got like different poster artwork there and a disc there. Now it's really weird because this is the Mandarin cut, yeah, extra 10 minutes. Everything else is the same, and an extra 10 minutes added in, most of it in the first half an hour, and then a little bit spread out all the way through the movie. So what I thought was strange was, this is a 15 certificate, yeah? Don't know if anybody else is realised this. 15 certificate, and the normal Big Boss 18 certificate. So how is that? So you've got the normal Big Boss is an 18, the Mandarin cut of the Big Boss is a 15, and it's got an extra 10 minutes. So that's 110 minutes as opposed to the 100 minutes. So how is this one not an 18? This one's an 18, 15, 18, 15. What is that all about? But I must admit, obviously I've not watched the normal Big Boss, and there's not much point. I've seen it a million times, but I watched the Mandarin cut just to see the scenes what I hadn't seen before. Yeah, great, isn't it? I mean, the more Bruce, sorry, I just dropped some. The more oh god, I'll leave it on the floor. I can't pick it up. But the more Bruce we see, the better. So there you go. Who wants to see Bruce for 100 minutes when you can see him for 110? Obviously, I've not watched them all. You've got the Game of Death 2, Tower of Death. I must admit, I did put that on because of course, a bit of cool artwork in there. No? And the reason I did is because I had it, and it just had the old DVD of that, and it was quality. It was all right, but I'd never sort of seen it with that Blu-ray finish, and I was quite impressed with how it looked. So you've got just run through the rest quickly. You've got all nice pictures of mine. I do like all the artwork on these. Arrow certainly did a good job. As again, look, different artwork on the inside. This is like the Blu-ray editions of two of the documentaries, The Man in the Legend and Bruce Lee the Legend. Always prefer Bruce Lee the Legend on those two. Both good documentaries though. And good to have them both on Blu-ray. And I'll just put some of them back in so I don't get confused. So, Way of the Dragon. Obviously I've not watched Way of the Dragon yet. Different artwork on the inside, like that. And the disc. I will get round to it. Do that one last. The Fist of Fury, nice artwork. As I said, the Blu-ray box has different artwork on these and the box. So it's nice to have all the artwork in different ones. But like I said, no, not much point in me opening that one, so I shall leave it sealed. You got your normal Game of Death, the normal 1978 version. Nice artwork on the cover. Then you got the Game of Death alternate versions. As you know, they did like a Hong Kong version, and it had the greenhouse fight in it. And when Bruce fights the Hapkido guy, that's in the beginning of the movie and not at the end when he fights Dan and Santo and Hakim. For some unknown reason, it was earlier in the movie. And like I've always said, and when I watched the review, Pete Reynolds did a review of this, and he said the same thing. Like he likes the greenhouse fight, and so do I. And I think the greenhouse fight should have been put in the UK version and left in there because it's a good fight. I know it's not Bruce, but it's a good fight scene, and it should have been left. On to this one, which is another Game of Death to do with Game of Death. We've got Game of Death, the final cut, which is like 8 different segments of talking about the Game of Death. So there's loads on there, and it lasts for quite a few hours. I only did a couple. I wanted to get straight to the end to see the log fight. The log fight's in like an edit at the end. As you know, the Warrior's Journey, when it first came out, had that little 39-minute edit on there, so they've put the log scene on the beginning of there to join in with the rest of it, so it's a little bit longer. Only took 50 years to find that log scene, so I'm not quite sure what they've been doing with it all that time. Bit the same as the Mandarin cut. Obviously, I think the last time that was seen was 78 or 79. Not been seen since, so what the hell have they been doing with it? I guess it was in the Golden Harvest vaults. Why didn't they think about asking if anybody would be interested in releasing it? That's the inside look. So I still got a lot to watch on there, mind. I did like the edit at the end when they put the log scene back in. I know it wasn't Bruce, but it's what was shot, and so Bruce was there shooting that. So it's just weird how it's not seen the light of day, and it doesn't even last that long. You know what I mean? But I will get round to watching more. I just haven't had the time lately, and I must admit I've had other things. I just couldn't be bothered, to be honest with you. And down to the Enter the Dragon. They still managed to put this on there, considering it's Warner Brothers, and which was good. It's only the Blu-ray. There's no Ultra HD for this. It's just a Blu-ray cut, which everybody's got from before. Same old extras on there. You know, what we've all seen a million times. So it's just been chucked in there with it, which is nice to have. Have it in there as well. Just the Warner Brothers Enter the Dragon. So that's it for that. And I must say to Arrow Video, well done on the box set. They did a cracking job on the box set, and you probably ain't going to see any of his movies is better quality than what they are now. I think that's about the best they're ever going to be. And Arrow did a cracking job coming up with the Mandarin cut, coming up with the log fight and other stuff on there, which I haven't even seen yet. So it's nice to think Arrow pulled no stops on this box set and tried to get everything they could. I mean, let's be honest, what didn't they get? Maybe the saw in the head scene. That's all was really missing, wasn't it? I mean, if Arrow could have got that saw in the head scene, my God, they would have pulled off the ultimate, wouldn't they? But, you know, I guess we got to be happy to think we've seen an extra 10 minutes of Big Boss, because I'd already given up. I gave up on uncut Big Boss many, many years ago, and I expect everybody else was the same. And then all of a sudden, we get an extra 10 minutes, minus that saw. You never know. Is that going to turn up one day? We can live in hope. And now down on to this one now. Nothing to do with this box set. This is the Warner Brothers 4K release of Enter the Dragon, which came out yesterday. I popped into town and just picked it up from HMV in town. This is the 4K edition of Enter the Dragon. Slip the same on. It's good artwork on there, but all the same old stuff they've been putting on for God knows how many years. As per usual, Warner Brothers have done nothing for Bruce. Nothing at all. They're just making money out of this movie 50 years later on the anniversary of it, and they're still making money on it, and they've done nothing new for Bruce's memory and for us fans. I think everybody thought 50th anniversary they're going to find deleted scenes and put on there, have that Anna Capri fit footage, all the 12 minutes rather than just the 3 minutes they put on that Blood and Steel documentary, because that footage lasts for about 12 minutes. So, you know, they've done nothing. No deleted scenes, no nothing. So a big thumbs down to Warner Brothers. As per usual, you've done nothing. I bought this cheap option, just a single disc. They're releasing the box set in September. They can stick the box set. I ain't giving them 60 odd quid for a box just because it's got a couple of posters in there, a couple of cards, and God knows what else. I ain't paying £60 and putting it in your pockets when you've done nothing for Bruce's memory at all. Different artwork on the cover. Guys, is that the best you can do? Well, I'll tell you what Warner Brothers should have done. They should have given it to Arrow, so Arrow Video can release that in 4K in that box set, because I'm quite sure Arrow Video would have went out of their way to do something a lot better than that drivel what we got on there. This, I mean, all that stuff been on, how many, I mean, that was on the old DVDs, wasn't it? And we're now up to 4K. So we got the DVD, then we had the Blu-ray, now we got the 4K, and same old stuff, same old documentaries on there. It's all the same. That's all Arrows, that's all Warner Brothers have done. So a big thumbs up to Arrow Video for what you've done, guys. I mean, let's be honest, you've done a great job with these, and everybody who's got this box set have all said exactly the same thing. You did a cracking job on what you've done. So all I can say is well done, Arrow Video, for showing up Warner Brothers for Bruce. So that's all I want to say, guys, today. So I hope you enjoyed this video today, and I will be back again as soon as possible. Cheers for now.